Hi everyone, my name is Robert Eldridge and I'm the president of Montridge Insurance Services. We are a full-service insurance consulting firm located throughout the United States. Today's video discussion is going to be about liability insurance. You might be wondering, what is it, what does it cover, what are the costs? And the question is kind of a loaded question. I wish things in insurance were a little bit more to the point, but unfortunately there's a lot of different businesses out there, and unfortunately you need different types of liability coverage. So for most businesses or small businesses, it might not be much liability, because let's say you're working out a one-man shop or two-man shop, you're renting a building and you're in the insurance business, let's say. Well, your liability exposure is going to be a lot less. Because you're not out there driving commercial vehicles, you're not owning a lot of different buildings, you might not have a lot of exposure, so your liability insurance, it doesn't need to be that high, okay? Now if you're in a business like trucking or other businesses of that nature, I don't know, just all kinds of, might have a restaurant, you might have liquor liability issues. Well, you might need a liquor liability policy on top of this so that you're covered, so that way someone leaves your place of business, they get drunk and kill someone, the other attorney always goes after the deepest pockets. Well, they're going to go after the business because the business has liability insurance. That's where they sue. They want to know what your limits are. That's what will protect you from losing every dime you have. Even if you have corporations and you think there's a separation between you and the company, well, that's not always the case, because depending on what the percentage that you own of your own company, that flows over to yourself. So it depends on the state as well. So you want to make sure you have the proper liability coverage, that it fits your needs for your business. And what we do as consultants is we find out what that is. We ask you the questions. What's the nature of your business? How many employees? Are you on the road? Things of this nature. And the reason why we have to have that conversation, and I know a lot of times people want to rush through this stuff, is because we got to make sure we properly cover you, and you're not going to pay for insurance that you don't need. So it's worth the time to sit down and go over, answer our questions, or call us back so we can get the proper quotes to fit you and your business needs, so there's no issues down the road. Because things happen, we're in that type of world where people like to sue, and attorneys love to go after those type of businesses. Make sure you have your liability coverage up to date. That's one of the biggest things you can do besides all this other stuff, liability insurance. We'd like to ask you for the business, work with you and your group to provide that service. Thank you very much for your time today, folks. Bye now.